Greetings everybody, I am Syed Musa Ibrahim Hashmi Advocate. Recently I was having a look at the website of High Court of Telangana. So I came to know about a notification for JCJ Junior Civil Judges. So I just wanted to share this with my friends. I downloaded it and got a printout. It came to about 15 pages. So I will read from that and also I'll try to explain what are the requirements. And I wish all the best for those who are trying to become judges. This is notification number 87 of 2024 RC dated 10/4/24 for direct recruitment and recruitment by transfer to the post of Civil Judge Junior Division in the Telangana State Judicial Service. Point number 1. Applications are invited through online for general recruitment to 31 existing clear vacancies under direct recruitment, 15 existing clear vacancies under recruitment by transfer for the year 2024, and 90 future or anticipated vacancies under direct recruitment and future or anticipated vacancies 14 under transfer, which are likely to arise due to promotions and retirements of the two calendar years 2024 and 2025. In the cadre of Civil Judge Junior Division in Telangana State Judicial Services, as per the revised pay scale which comes into effect from 1st January 2016, the scale of pay of post of Civil Judge Junior Division is 77,840 rupees to 1,36,520 rupees. Point number 2. The application form will be available in the website of the High Court of Telangana, which is tshc.gov.in from 18th April 2024 to 17th May 2024. The last date of submission of online application is 17/5/2024 up to 12:59 p.m. The handwritten, typed or photostat copy or printed application form will not be entertained either directly or by post or by courier or in person. Everything has to be done online. Point number 3. The updates regarding recruitment process, that is screening test results, written exam schedule, viva voce, etc. will be hosted in the High Court's website, that is tshc.gov.in. The applicants are required to visit the website of the High Court for the state of Telangana to keep themselves updated on all the steps results until completion of the recruitment. Tentative schedules. Details. Starting the date of submission of online application 18th April 2024. Closing date for submission of online application 17/5/2024. Once again, do a cross check on the Telangana High Court website. There may be mistakes in me reading from this notification. Date for conducting screening test, computer based test, to 16th June 2024 from 9 am to 11 am. Venue of screening test will be mentioned in the hall ticket. Downloading of hall tickets for the screening test 8th June 2024. Note, the above mentioned dates may be changed if the situation warrants. Vacancy positions under direct recruitment. Existing clear vacancies. Class and category and number of posts. Open competition. Number of posts 8, out of which 2 are reserved for women. Economically weaker section 3, out of which 2 are reserved for women. Locomotor disability including cerebral palsy, leprosy cured, dwarfism, acid attack victims, muscular dystrophy open 01. Number of posts 2. Autism, intellectual disability, specific learning disability, mental illnesses multiple disabilities from amongst the persons under clause A to D, including deaf and blindness. Open 01, total number of posts 02. Backward classes group A 4, 1 for women. Backward classes group B 3 posts, 1 for women. Backward classes group C 1. Backward classes group D 2, 1 for women. Backward classes group E 2 posts, 1 for women. Scheduled castes 5, 1 for women. Scheduled tribe 1. Total 31, out of which 9 are reserved for women. Under direct recruitment by transfer, existing clear vacancies. Class and category and number of posts. Open competition 11 posts. Scheduled castes 2 posts, out of which 1 for women. Scheduled tribes 2 posts, out of which 1 for women. Total 15, out of which 2 for women. C. Under direct recruitment, future or anticipated vacancies. Class, category and number of posts. Open competition 33 posts, of which 11 for women. Economically weaker section, total 9 posts, of which 3 for women. Blindness or low vision, open 1. Deaf and hard of hearing, open 1. Locomotor disability, including cerebral palsy, leprosy, cured. Dwarfism, acid attack victims and muscular dystrophy, women 1. Number of posts total 3, out of which 1 for women. Backward classes group A, total 6, out of which 2 for women. Backward classes group B, total 8, 3 for women. Backward classes group C, 1 for women. Backward classes group D, 7, out of which 2 for women. Backward classes group E, total 4, 1 for women. Scheduled castes, total posts 14, of which 5 for women. Scheduled tribes, total 5 posts, of which 2 for women. Total is 90 posts, of which 31 for women. Point number D. Under recruitment by transfer of future or anticipated vacancies. Class and category and number of posts. Open competition, number of posts 12. Scheduled castes, number of posts 1. Scheduled tribes, number of posts 1. Total 14 posts. Note: the nomenclature of backward class category is modified as socially and educationally backward classes. 2. The High Court reserves the right either to increase or decrease the number of vacancies after issuing of the notification, or may also cancel the notification at any stage if the situation warrants. Reservation. The recruitment shall be subject to the rule of reservation in favor of the candidates belonging to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, socially and economically backward classes, women, economically weaker sections, and 4% of differently abled persons in the specified order of rotation as per the Telangana State Judicial Service and Cadre Rules 2023. The reservation in respect of BCE, socially and economically backward classes, Group E, category shall be subject to the result of civil appeal number 2628 and 2637 of 2010 on the file of the Honorable Supreme Court of India. The reserved group candidates, whose caste is not categorized in the state of Telangana, whose caste is not recognized in the state of Telangana as socially and educationally backward class, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, as per the Telangana state and subordinate service rules shall be treated as OC candidates. Now, point number 6, qualifications and age limit. Only those candidates who possess the qualifications and eligibility prescribed under the Telangana State Judicial Services and Cadre Rules 2023 shall be eligible to apply. A. Direct recruitment. As per Rule 2F of the Telangana State Judicial Service and Cadre Rules 2023, direct recruitment means appointment of a person who is not in the service of the Government of India or the Government of the state to any category in the service through the process of invitation of applications directly from all eligible and qualified persons. A person to be appointed to the category of civil judge, junior division 1, shall possess a degree in law of a university in India established or incorporated or under the Central Act or a state act or an institution recognized by the University Grants Commission and enrolled in the Bar Council as an advocate, and must have been practicing as an advocate or pleader in the High Court for the state of Telangana or courts under the control of the High Court for the state of Telangana for a period of not less than 3 years as on the date of notification, that is 10th April 2024. Candidate shall produce certificate of practice obtained from the concerned bar association as proof and must have attained the age of 23 years and must not have attained the age of 35 years in the case of open category and 40 years in the case of persons belonging to economically weaker sections, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and backward classes, as on the date of notification for recruitment to the post is made, that is 10/4/2024, or must be a law graduate possessing a degree in law from a recognized university as mentioned in the clause 1 above, who is eligible to be enrolled as an advocate and who has secured 60% marks in acquiring such a law degree in case of open categories and 55% marks in respect of other categories, that is SC, ST, BC, and has not enrolled as an advocate to fall into this category. Candidate must have obtained degree of law within a period of 3 years prior to the date of this notification and must have attained the age of 23 years and must not have completed the age of 26 years as on the date of notification for selecting to the post is issued, that is 10/4/2024. The upper age limit is relaxable by 5 years in case of a person belonging to economically weaker section, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and backward classes, or shall be a person who has enrolled as an advocate in the Bar Association of Telangana state but do not possess 3 years practice in the bar would be eligible to appear in the recruitment for the post of civil judge, junior division, under the category of fresh law graduates, provided they satisfy other prerequisite eligibility criteria. Candidate shall produce certificate of practice obtained from the concerned bar association as a proof. Point number 1. Candidate must have a good character and is free from any disability which renders him or her unfit for such appointment. 2. No person is eligible for appointment to the category if he or she is not a citizen of India, is dismissed from the service by any high court, government and statutory or local authority, is point number 3 is convicted of an offense involving moral turpitude as defined in the conduct rules. Point number 4 is or has been permanently debarred or disqualified by the High Court or Union Public Service Commission or any state public service commission or any other recruitment authority from appearing for examinations or selections conducted by it. Directly or indirect, point number 5, directly or indirectly influences the recruitment authority by any means for his or her candidature. Point number 6, has more than one living spouse and marries knowingly a person having a spouse. All the candidates applying for the post of civil judge, junior division, under direct recruitment must be able to read, speak and write the Telugu language fluently and shall pass test as may be prescribed by the High Court. Point number B, recruitment by transfer. A person to be appointed to the category of civil judge, junior division by recruitment by transfer. Point number 1, must hold a degree in law awarded by any university established by law in India. Point number 2, has not completed 48 years of age as on 10/4/2024. Point number 3, a person to be appointed in this category must maintain good character and conduct in his entire service. Point number 4, the recruitment for transfer category shall be on the basis of written examination viva voce as prescribed by the High Court, provided that the staff member who is facing disciplinary proceedings or criminal proceedings or has undergone or is undergoing punishment for criminal proceedings or has undergone or is undergoing punishment for any misconduct in discharge of his or her duties is not eligible during the pendency of the disciplinary proceedings or criminal proceedings or during the currency of such punishment for recruitment to the post of civil judge, junior division. Eligibility criteria to apply under recruitment by transfer: who must be confirmed members of service or an approved probationers in the following categories of posts. Point number 1, section officers, court officers, scrutiny officers, accounts officer, court masters, personal secretary to the honorable judges, personal secretaries to registrars, translators, deputy section officers, overseers, assistant section officers, computer operators, assistant librarians, UD stenos, assistants, examiners, typists and copyists working in the High Court for the state of Telangana, Hyderabad. Point number 2, chief administrative officers, senior superintendents, stenographers, grade 1, grade 2 and grade 3, senior assistants, junior assistants and typists of the Telangana judicial, magisterial and subordinate services. Point number 3, assistant public prosecutors, senior assistant public prosecutors, additional public prosecutors grade 2 of Telangana state prosecution services. Point number 4, section officers in the law department of secretariat of the state of Telangana. Point number 5, section officers in the legislature department of the state of Telangana. And point number 6, managers of the officers of the Advocate General, Government Pleader, Public Prosecutor of the state of Telangana. All the candidates applying for the post of civil judge, junior division under recruitment by transfer must be able to read, speak and write the Telugu language fluently and shall pass tests as may be prescribed by the High Court. Point number 7, relaxation of age limit in respect of candidates belonging to differently abled category and ex-servicemen of defense services. The upper age limit of 35 years is relaxable by 10 years in respect of differently abled persons. In case an applicant who serves in the defense services of the Indian Union and who is otherwise qualified and suitable, the period of service rendered by him/her in the defense shall be excluded in computing the upper age limit for appointment by direct recruitment. Point number 8. Method of recruitment, minimum marks and syllabus. The process of selection. A. For the purpose of shortlisting the candidates, the High Court will conduct screening test computer-based for 100 marks comprising of 100 multiple choice questions. The duration of examination will be 2 hours. The venue and time of the test will be mentioned in the hall ticket, which can be downloaded by the applicant at appropriate time. The candidates who secure 40% and above marks in the screening test will be shortlisted in the ratio of 1:10 of the available vacancies for calling for a written examination. The marks obtained in the screening test shall not be added to the marks obtained in the written examination and shall not be counted for determining final order of merit of the candidates, as the screening test is conducted for the purpose of shortlisting the candidates. B. Written examinations consisting of the following 3 papers will be held. 1. Civil law. 2. Criminal law. 3. English. Translation, essay writing, grammar, vocabulary. English paper is divided into 2 parts. Part 1 carries 30 marks. Part 2 carries 70 marks. In Part 1, the candidate's ability to understand his or her proficiency in Telugu language will be assessed. Candidate is required to translate from English to Telugu and from Telugu to English. In Part 2, candidates' ability in essay writing, grammar and vocabulary will be assessed. The essay writing test shall be on legal subjects only. Candidates who secure 50% marks in each part to qualify in the written examination, provided that the paper 3 shall be considered only as the qualifying examination and the marks secured in the said paper 3 shall not be included in calculating the aggregate for shortlisting for Viva Voce test. Each paper shall carry 100 marks. The duration of each paper is 3 hours. The questions in the examination shall be answered only in English. In the selection process, screening test, written examination and Viva Voce, the proficiency and knowledge of the applicants will be tested in civil law, criminal law, apart from English, translation, essay writing, grammar and vocabulary. Syllabus for screening test. Civil law as amended from time to time. Point number 1. Code of Civil Procedure 1908 along with Civil Rules of Practice 1990. Second, Indian Contract Act 1872 and the Sale of Goods Act, Indian Evidence Act 1872, Hindu Succession Act 1956, Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Specific Relief Act 1963, Indian Easement Act 1882, Limitation Act 1963, Transfer of Property Act 1882, Indian Stamps Act 1899 and Registration Act 1908, Commercial Court, Commercial Division and Commercial Appellate Division of High Courts Act 2015, Indian Succession Act 1925, Laws on Hindu Adoption, Guardianship and Maintenance, Legal Services Authority Act 1987, Telangana Land Encroachment Act 1905, Telangana Buildings Lease, Rent and Eviction Control Act 1960. criminal laws as amended from time to time. Code of Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, Indian Evidence Act 1972, Indian Penal Code 1860, Negotiable Instruments Act 1881, Section 138 to 148A, Telangana Prohibition Act 1995, Telangana Excise Act 1968, the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, Forest Laws in Telangana State and Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012, Mental Health Care Act 2017, Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956, Criminal Rules of Practice 1990, Telangana Gaming Act 1978, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1969. Syllabus for written examination will be notified separately. Point number 9. Minimum marks to be secured in the written examination to qualify for viva voce. The candidates applying for being appointed under direct recruitment or by transfer who secures not less than 60% of marks in papers 1 and 2 each in the written examination shall be eligible for viva voce carrying 30 marks. The candidates belonging to scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and persons with disability who secure not less than 50% marks in paper 1 and paper 2 each in the written examination shall be eligible for the viva voce carrying 30 marks. From among the candidates qualified and eligible, the High Court shall call the candidates for viva voce in the ratio of 1:3 of the available vacancies to the successful candidates. Further, if more than one candidate secures identical cutoff marks, all such candidates shall be called upon to appear for viva voce. Merit list. After result of written examination is announced, successful candidates in the ratio of 1:3 of the available vacancies shall be called for viva voce, provided that if there are more than one candidates who have secured identical cutoff marks for maintaining the ratio of 1:3, all such candidates shall be called upon to appear for viva voce. Note: the horizontal reservation shall be followed while selecting the women candidates by following the judgment dated 18/7/2007 of the Honorable Apex Court in case of Rajesh Kumar Daria versus Rajasthan Public Service Commission and others, Civil Appeal number 3132 of 2007. No TA and DA will be paid to any of the candidates appearing for screening tests, written examinations or viva voce. Point number 11. Viva voce. Viva voce shall carry 30 marks. Any candidate who remains absent for the viva voce shall be deemed to have been disqualified for selection. The object of viva voce is to assess the suitability of the candidate for the cadre of judging the mental alertness, knowledge of law, clear and logical exposition, balance of judgment, skills, attitude, ethics, power of assimilation, power of communication, character, and intellectual depth, and the like of the candidates. Point number 12. Minimum marks to be secured in the viva voce. The candidates of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and persons with disability must secure minimum 40% marks in the viva voce, and all other candidates other than those mentioned herein above must secure a minimum of 50% marks in the viva voce to be eligible for being recommended for service. The final selection of the candidates is based on the aggregate marks obtained in written examination, only paper 1 and 2, and the viva was training. On selection, the candidates possessing qualifications mentioned in the Rules 5.2a1 and Rule 5.2b as mentioned in this notification under item number 6a1, 6b respectively is indicated as trainee recruited against the future vacancies and shall be on training for period of 12 months. On selection, the candidates possessing qualifications mentioned in the Rule 52A 2 and 3 as mentioned in this notification under item number 62A and 3 respectively is indicated as trainee recruited against future vacancies and shall be on training for a period of 18 months. Point number 3. On selection as civil judge junior division either by district recruitment or recruitment by transfer against the existing vacancies, the candidate possessing qualification mentioned in Rule 52A1 and Rule 52B shall be trained for a period of 12 months, and the candidates possessing the qualifications under Rule 52A2 and 3 for 18 months. Stipend and other facilities to the trainees during training. 1. During the period of training, both for regular or extended period, if any, the trainee shall be paid stipend equivalent to the basic pay in the entry level scale of pay and dearness allowance of the post of civil judge junior division. 2. Trainee shall be provided with accommodation and food in the academy. 3. The trainees are not entitled to any allowances such as house rent allowance, sumptuary allowance, fuel allowance, special pays except medical allowance. 4. No stipend would be paid for any period of absence due to leave, unauthorized absence, etc., and a proportionate amount shall be deducted from stipend, calculating a month as 30 days. 5. Health and Medicare. The trainees shall be provided required medical assistance as per the existing government rules. 6. Leave. The trainees shall not be entitled for any kind of leave except public holidays declared by the High Court. The director is empowered to cancel a public holiday in the interest of training and declare it as a working day for the trainees. The director can grant leave to the trainees in one or different spells under exceptional circumstances. The total period of leave, however, shall not exceed 15 days during the course of training. Unauthorized absence shall be considered as misconduct, calling for stern action. 7. The director of the academy shall draw and disburse the stipend and amounts payable to the trainees during the course of training at the academy in DBT mode. On successful completion of training, the candidate will be appointed as civil judge junior division against the existing vacancy. 15. Period of probation and officiation. On successful completion of training, the trainees shall be appointed as civil judge junior division. Every person appointed to the category of civil judge junior division shall be on a probation period for a period of 2 years in a continuous period of 3 years from the date on which he or she joins duty. The period which was undergone by a trainee shall not be counted as probation. The period of probation may be extended by the High Court by such period not exceeding 2 years. Record in Academy. The Telangana State Judicial Academy shall impart training to the trainee or civil judge junior division on the lines of module as appended in Schedule G of the Telangana State Judicial Service and Cadre Rules 2023 or as determined by the High Court from time to time. A trainee or civil judge junior division on probation shall attend such lectures and undergo such examinations, tests and exercises as the academy may prescribe from time to time in consultation with the High Court. The training schedule is divided into 3 sessions or spells for the candidates falling under Rule 5.2a1 and 5.2b and 4 session spells for the candidates falling under 5.2a2 and 3 respectively. At the end of each training session or spell, the trainee or civil judge junior division on probation shall undergo examinations. Candidates should secure minimum of 40% in each subject and 50% overall to qualify for next training session. If any candidate fails in any subject in the examination in the first attempt, he or she will be allowed to sit for the supplementary examination where a trainee civil judge junior division on probation is prevented either due to sickness or other causes over which he has no control from appearing at the examination, the High Court may allow him to appear at a special examination. The Academy may hold such examination as directed by the High Court. If the recruited trainee or probationer against the direct recruitment vacancies fails to qualify in the re-examination, he or she shall be discharged. If the trainee recruited against the post of recruitment by transfer fails to qualify in the examination, he or she shall be repatriated to the post from which he or she was selected. 17a. Application process fee and exam fee. For general category it's 1000, for SC ST and special category it is 500. B. The process of submission of online application user guide, mode of payment of application fee is available on the website of High Court. A computer-based mock test will be made available in the website of the High Court tshc.gov.in for the sake of practice purposes to the candidates. Help desk. Help desk will be functioning on all working days. Help desk landline numbers are 040-236-88394. Help desk email ID is helpdesk-tshc@telangana.gov.in. Working hours of help desk office from 10:30 am to 5 pm. Lunch break 1:30 pm to 2 pm. Examination centers. Computer based test, screening test will be held in the following centers: Hyderabad, Warangal, Karimnagar, Khammam. Note: if any of the candidates suppresses any information or furnishes any false information in his or her application form and the same is detected at any later stage during the stage of conducting of examinations, selection and appointment to the post, action will be taken against such candidate in accordance with law. Mere selection does not confer any rights on a candidate, and his her appointment shall be subject to verification of antecedents. Hyderabad 10/4/24. Signature Registrar Judicial 1, FAC Registrar Recruitment. So this was the notification, and There are various pros and cons of becoming a judge in any place. The pros, most of the people will be aware, and few of the cons, which I assume they may or may not be accurate, but that's my assumption. So I wanted to share with you. The first one is that after you become a judge, you are not supposed to give judgments from your own heart and mind. You are supposed to follow the books given by you, the constitution, the criminal law rules, which keep changing from time to time, the civil law rules, the Indian Evidence Act, which is having amendments from time to time. So you are not supposed to give the decisions from your heart and mind. You are not supposed to give decisions based on your morality. You are supposed to give decisions based on the books which are prescribed by the government to you to give the judgments. This is an aspect which some people may take it as a pro, some people may take it as a con, but think about that before becoming a judge. And then another con which I think is you have to sit from 10 to 4 on the same chair. For some people it's fine, for some people they may get a bit bored or irritated or agitated. If you are fine with sitting for so many hours at the chair of the judge, then please go ahead, not an issue. And then what are the other cons? Pros and cons of becoming a judge. Yeah, if you get too much emotional or sad by listening to the crimes and the wrongs which have happened in the society, then also being a judge is not a suitable thing for you. Imagine that you are sitting on a high chair, surrounded by 50 to 100 people, advocates and parties and respondents, and they are speaking about their problems and their issues. ये हुआ फिर ये हुआ, this happened and this happened and this happened, this much loss happened, he was murdered, this crime was done, that crime was done. So you'll have to listen to all those negative things which have happened in the society, and you should not get emotional about it, and you should distance your decision making from the emotions which are happening in the crime, and you should be able to decide based on the rule book which has been given to you, which will be changing from time to time. So these are the minor cons which I imagined. I could be wrong. You can give me suggestions. What are the pros and cons of becoming a judge? People can write in the comment section. Okay, all the best for those people who are trying to become a judge. Okay, bye.